everyone. My name is Kalia. My husband and I, we are youth pastors out in Smyrna, Georgia. We've been married for almost a year now. It'll be a year in May, and it'll also be a year of us serving as youth pastors in May. So we are so excited about it. I love doing it, but it's actually not what I get paid to do. My husband gets paid full time with the church, but I actually have my own full-time job. I work as a customer service representative at an e-commerce site. I love what I do. I like to help people, which is why I'm in ministry. So a customer service job is fitting for me. But I'm not really sure if that is my calling. I did go to ministry school, so I'm still working on my degree. But I went to an extension site of Southeastern because there was a ministry school. So I intended on being in ministry myself as well as a full-time career. I'm not really sure if that's still what God is leading. I'm just trying to be obedient. I feel like for the time being, we need these two incomes. So I want to definitely continue working at this job and then just serving with the church. So I don't really know what that looks like. I know that didn't really answer the question that there was, but um, just still exploring that. Like we all are. Like sometimes I feel like God just puts us in seasons of waiting where we're not totally sure what's next or what's coming, but when we're faithful in this season, kind of like Paul was in his tent making, like gotta be faithful while you're waiting, like I'm just trying to be faithful. So I have not had very many experiences in preaching. I've had a few experiences, like a handful of experiences. Like I said, I did go to ministry school for 3 years. So in that time, I did intern with the youth group. I interned with the young adult group. So I did get a couple of speaking engagements. I preached a sermon, I think like 2 or 3 times in school. And then I also did like comments, which isn't preaching, but like I did like offering little talks and while people were preparing their offerings. So I had a few speaking engagements at school, but I've only preached a few times. And the crowds that I preached to, I usually preached to the youth group, which or I preached like one time to our college group and or those that were in school. So I preached to my peers, and that was like 30 students. And then for the youth group, it was about 250. So I preached like 2 times to the youth group, 250 students. And it was the largest group I'd ever preached to. It was the most nerve-wracking experience, and I'm telling you that, if I can do it, anyone can do it because the Holy Spirit was just with me, and I just wanted to say that really quickly. Like, I never came to school because I wanted to preach, but I just came to school because I just wanted to serve God and specifically with students because I was saved in high school and I was saved through a youth group and through my youth pastors. And so I always wanted to do that as well. I always thought that was such an honorable thing is just to serve God in any capacity. So I never came to school like with a specific intention of like preaching or doing worship or anything like that, but I just was obedient to God, and then He gave me a couple opportunities to speak, and my leaders told me I did great, and I'm telling you, it was just the Holy Spirit. It's just the Holy Spirit because I have no power in and of myself. We need the Holy Spirit in our lives. So I forget what the other questions are. I talked about my family. I talked about my preaching experience. Oh yeah, what I want to know in this class. I think I just want to learn more about like organization of sermons. I have my own style where in the few times that I have preached, I like to just like write everything out. Like I like to write out word for word and verbatim what I want to say, and I practice that and memorize that. But I know people that do it differently. Like I kind of hate that about myself because my notes are not very organized. It's like if anyone were trying to follow along with my notes, they would be lost because I just write in paragraph form. So I think I would like to learn a little bit more about organization, a little bit more about like outlines and how different people write their sermons. I think that would be really helpful. I would like to learn probably a little bit more about inspiration, what inspires people when they're writing sermons. For me, it's always watching other sermons or reading a book, or something like that. I wish that sometimes I could sprout a sermon from just reading the Bible, but I just don't really have that experience, so I feel like a little bit insecure in my own abilities. So I like to feed like to supplement with those other resources. So I don't know if you guys do that as well, but just let me know what you guys think about formatting sermons. I'm excited to start this class with you guys. I'm going about 30 seconds over. I'm such a talkative person. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm excited to start this class with you guys. I pray that we all do well. I pray that we all learn something. And I pray that God uses us in the area of preaching, even if it's not what we always thought we would be doing. All right, have a good day. Bye.